Manawateo, good morning, and how are you, faithful? Captain Niner coming to you with your Captain and Coffee morning report for February 3rd. Talking about a couple of news related things for 49ers and a couple of things that happened over the weekends. So let's go ahead and get into it. The first thing we're going to talk about is fellow faithful Jacob Fatu, aka Jey Uso, wins the Royal Rumble, securing his shot to basically headline um, against take a challenge against either of the champions in the WWE coming up at WrestleMania. Congratulations. As you know, both him and his brother Jimmy, cousin Raymond, cousin Roman, they're all big, huge, faithful fans. They've been out to the stadium many times. They're showing, they're always sporting their gear behind the scenes when they're traveling and all that kind of stuff. So it's good to see one of them. Good to see Jay getting his shot. Congratulations. It was a great match. Good for him. And we'll see. Hopefully, I'm going to assume he's going to go choose Gunther to challenge for the heavyweight championship come WrestleMania. So we'll see how that goes. So again, congratulations to Jacob Fatu and the whole entire Uso families. All right. So then there's this thing called the Pro Bowl game, if you want to call it that, where now we play flag football. The NFC did end up winning. So as you can tell, a whole lot of defense played, 76-63, with touchdowns contributed by both Kyle Juszczyk and by George Kittle. So congrats for getting a bigger paycheck. I think that's the only thing with the Pro Bowl is that yes, they are playing. Nothing on it is actually serious, but they do actually make more money depending on if they actually win or not. So it's kind of interesting how that works out with all of pulls up. Got to mute something real quick. There it goes. All right, and then to get into some actual Niner news, what we got going on here is that is Robert Sala going to be the key to getting Dre Greenlaw back, and this goes off of a couple of interviews that both Nick Bosa and Fred Warner did with Jennifer Lee Chan. Please go. So make sure to show some love to Miss Jennifer Lee Chan for the interviews that she does. She always does great interviews with the team. And so speaking in an interview with Jennifer Lee Chan, Bosa said that he had a talk with Saleh and that Saleh is also pushing very hard and adamant about getting Dre to stay with the 49ers. Again, why would you not want Dre to be part of the team if you were coming back? He's obviously an integral part of the defense that he had when he was here before. You saw the difference that he made when he came back for the half of football. Everything just seemed to flow so much better, or any of that. So I mean, it makes so much sense to get Salah back in the building. That push to keep him around crowd also includes fellow linebacker Fred Warner, who said that that's been his entire goal this offseason is to talk to Dre and to make sure that he gets to get him to stay here. But I'll let them being the organization handle that, and hopefully we can keep him. Both of them also stated that they were excited to get Salah's fiery sideline temperament back on the field. I mean, we know what Salah does when he's on the field. Salah's not basically. We're going to go for the complete polar opposite of what Nick Sorensen. That was the kind of attitude that Nick Sorensen brought to the sideline. Plain, no emotion behind it, just boring for the most part. So, like I said, again, he was just not. There's nothing there. While I don't necessarily like, and I know a lot of people thought that the defense got better with Wilkes coming down from the boots a couple years ago. I don't think it's necessarily that they have to be a fiery head coach. Like with Wilkes, I felt it was forced. He's not the rah kind of a coach. That's not the Steve Wilkes way. Sorensen just has no personality in general. So I mean, I think that just falls completely flat when you do anything with him on the sideline. But as far as Salah is the kind of a rah guy. He is the guy that's going to make you punch tables, roll through walls, all that kind of stuff. So it fits his style better to be that sort of a coach versus someone like I said, Steve Wilkes or a Sorensen. But again, coming from Robert Saleh, that kind of he has that temperament to be able to fire you up. So it's a different. You need the right temperament, and he will bring that, and hopefully transfers. It brings it back to where it was before he left. All right, and then in the last one that we are going to talk about today, I was watching Larry Krueger yesterday afternoon, and it looked per speculation as I don't think this is being confirmed from by Kruger or anybody else in that general. But supposedly, Debo has put his home that he bought just a few years ago back on the market, and the rumor is that it's because he could be moved anytime before the draft. Yes, he's underneath contract still and everything, so we still could move him. Um, but again, this is just pure speculation. It's just kind of it's interesting that he's put his home back on the market with this kind of or at this point right now. So nothing's been confirmed on that. Just again, pure speculation, but just an interesting fact that Debo's home is supposedly up for sale, and maybe he knows that he's going to get moved. There's been rumors that we could possibly move him on, uh, excuse me, one of the draft days or something like that. I personally don't think it is. I don't. I think he's just putting his home up for sale. Maybe the market. I don't know what the market is down there, down in California. He lives in Morgan Hills. For those of you guys who are down there, who knows what that means. So again, don't know exactly what that means, but we'll see. Just could be some random timing. But I saw Larry Kruger talking about it, and so we'll see if it picks up any steam on that. As far as anything else going on today, we got nothing going on at Niner Faithful Radio today. The next time it'll be me and DJ talking about something tomorrow. I'm not quite sure what yet. Usually he sends me what the topic is for Tuesdays, sometime Monday. So I'll find out sometime then. But until tomorrow, then, until tomorrow morning, faithful, 5 Thai Te Lava, one love.